Hey folks, this is my review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8.0 AT&T LTE model. Now I've had this thing for about a week now and I can tell you right off the bat, I love it. I'll probably be using this from now on. It has all the features that I've been missing in my iPad 4 generation, and I'll tell you why in a second, but let's just get the technical stuff out of the way first. It has an 8-inch display, 1.6 gig quad-core processor, 16 gigabytes of onboard storage, and of course it's expandable with a micro SD card slot, which, by the way, of course Amazon sells a 64 gig micro SD card slot for about 50 bucks. Or you can go down to Best Buy, and I didn't know this, call me a little late to the game, but Best Buy will price match Amazon just so long as it's shipped from and sold by Amazon. So not too bad right there. The rear camera is 5 megapixels. The front facing camera is 1.3 megapixels. And of course it's running Android 4.1 aka Jelly Bean. Alright, now I'll tell you a few reasons why I like this thing far better than my iPad 4. Starting with the fact that the Note 8 has the ability to add Flash Player without hacking or jailbreaking the device like you would have to do on the iPad. This is because the operating system on the iPhone and the iPad is locked down while Android's is open. To do this, all you do is go to Settings, scroll down to Security, and from there you'll check the unknown sources box if it's not already checked, and basically that'll allow non-Android market applications to run on the device. From there you'll do a Google search on the device for archived Adobe Flash versions. You'll scroll down to the Android section, and from there you should be able to install it. I just picked the top link under Android, and voila. The next big advantage the Note has over iOS is the ability for multitasking. Using two applications at the same time is extremely useful if you're watching a video and you get an email or a text, because yes, you can text on this thing, or if you just want to search the web while you're watching the video, it comes in handy quite a bit. Okay, the next big feature that the Note has over the iPad, and it's kind of a big one, and that is that it has the ability to use a flash drive or external hard drive directly on the device with this little cable here. It's called a USB host cable. For some reason it's kind of hard to find in some of the stores. Best Buy didn't have it at all. I was able to find one or two inside of Fry's Electronics, but of course they are on Amazon. They're relatively cheap. You can find them between $1 and $10, but they are extremely useful. You plug it right into the charging port at the bottom of the device, and there you go. Very simple. All your files, Word documents, PDFs, anything. It's full, just as if you were on your desktop computer access. Now, here's a feature that'll come in handy for all you big old pimps and players out there like myself. Let's just say your tablet is a go-to tablet for your girlfriend, boyfriend, or kids to play games, watch movies, etc. You don't keep a passcode or a PIN on there, of course. However, you may have some private stuff on there that you may not want people to see. So you can actually lock individual apps on here. Big difference in the way iOS does it. On here you can lock any app you want to, the Gmail, text messaging app, calendar, anything, and it works amazing. You just put your passcode in and that's it. There's a ton of these apps on the market out there. Just search the market for App Locker. Of course, the highlight of Samsung's line of Note tablets and phones is the highly functional stylus that they call the S Pen. It's really more than a stylus. It's programmed and engineered to interact directly with the tablet. It gives you a very good user experience. You just have to try it for yourself to see what it's like. A few other quick mentions. It has an infrared port on the side which will allow you to control your television as well as your cable, whoever your cable provider will be, changing the channel and interacting directly on the tablet is a very, very cool remote control. It's a lot more interactive than a regular remote control. It also has haptic feedback, meaning that it vibrates, which really comes in handy for gaming or even typing, where you can sort of almost feel like you have an actual keyboard. Now I can say the one thing that I will miss about not using my iPad 4 every day anymore, the one thing that I can say that Android does not do as well as iOS are emojis. Laugh if you want, but emojis are extremely useful on social media. I will winky face the hell out of a fine woman on Instagram. Now, Android is not completely out of the emoji game with this latest version of Android. There is a watered down version of emojis on Android 4.1, but it's really not the same. For one, to actually be able to type emojis, you'd have to download a separate keyboard from the marketplace, which for me is kind of troublesome because I already have a keyboard that I like. And two, the way that the emojis actually look on the screen is terrible. You can't really make out one emoji for the other. Anyway, that's the Galaxy Note 8.0. Go buy one if you need one. You will not be disappointed, I promise. Thanks for watching.